Literally, look at this light. It turns on when I press down on the desk. That's how awkward these can be sometimes. What's going on, everyone? My name is Matt and welcome back to day 3 of Vlogmas. Today's video is not particularly Christmas related. In fact, it's not even winter related because the story I'm going to tell you took place in summer. A lot of you haven't been with my channel for over 2 years, and a couple of years ago I made a video saying I'd like to make a video about my work experience, and I never did. But I thought, no, I didn't want to lose this idea, and as it's Vlogmas and it gives me the opportunity to post more videos, I can actually tell you what I did for my work experience when I was 15 years old, I think. So school kept nagging at us to look for jobs for work experience because otherwise all the good ones would be gone and we get stuck with something terrible, and I thought, you know, whatever, I'm just gonna leave it to the last minute. I looked everywhere and finally found my dream work experience. It was helping at the Dorset Cricket Centre, and I love cricket and I've played there before, and the guy who was running it was my old coach, so I thought, yes, this is perfect. But someone else had already got that one, so I looked everywhere else, and you know where I ended up? A marketing agency. A marketing agency. But you know, I didn't think it was terrible. I do quite enjoy business, so I thought, you know, maybe we'll give this a go. I was super awkward on the first day. Like, I looked like a total loser. I didn't realise that the marketing department was on the 2nd floor, and at the bottom was a factory, and I just walked in the factory, and there were loads of construction workers just stood there staring at me, and I was in my smart clothes just like, can you tell me where the marketing agency is? Am I in the right place? And all the other guys, apart from the guy who helped me, just stared at me. Bearing in mind I look like this. Yeah, that's how I looked at the time, so you can see why it was embarrassing for me. I honestly didn't realise I looked that terrible back then, but hey, live and learn. Then I found my way upstairs into a smarter, cleaner looking office, and when I walked in, I literally thought I'd stumbled across some kind of Magic the Gathering club. Literally, everyone on the left side of the room was probably aged about 18 to 25. They were all nerds, you know, stereotypically huddled at their computers, just talking and nattering at a low level, just about some random computing stuff. And I felt so out of place. I really didn't feel comfortable being with all these computer geeks. It was like room 101 in recess. Yeah, it was like that. They were like the pale kids. And as you can see from that picture, I was not a pale kid. But then I found my corner, so it's okay. So if you know me in real life, you know that I don't eat lunch at school, because back when I used to play basketball, I didn't have time to eat my lunch, so I got accustomed to not actually getting hungry at school. So now I just don't take lunch into school when I eat it when I get home. So I took the same approach for the work experience, although it didn't really occur to me that my day was actually 9 to 5, and I wasn't actually doing anything like sport or something. I was sat down for the entire day, so I would actually get quite hungry. By the end of the day, I wasn't just hungry, I felt very physically ill because I hadn't eaten anything. I finished at 5 o'clock and it was over 30 degrees outside, probably about 100 degrees Fahrenheit for all you American people, and I had to go straight from there to play cricket in that boiling sun. So safe to say, I was very drained that day. During the time I spent there was one funny moment I can recall when some guy spilled coffee over the boss's desk, and everyone was just laughing at him and they all joked about it. It was cool how the boss reacted. Like, they were all joking about it, just like, oh, don't get it on the computer and stuff like that. It was quite funny. So yeah, that was pretty much the highlight. If I'm totally honest, I was too awkward to even really leave my chair. When I did bring in lunch the next days, I sat and ate and worked through my lunch break just because I didn't really want to go anywhere. I could have gone to the shop, I could have done anything, but I just didn't. I'd literally use the toilet as my only method of escape. I'd take my phone with me and just sit in the toilet for 5 or 10 minutes just so I feel like I could actually take a break. But I was just too awkward to do anything else. And on the first day, I forgot to turn my phone on silent and my ringtone went off, which was the default one. It was like this cool, funky jazz guitar riff, and it just sounded awful, and I looked like a total loser. And I was a total loser. Look at me. What did I actually do, you ask? Well, there's where the interesting stuff comes in. I thought going into a marketing agency I'd actually do something marketing related. But no, I was wrong there. So it turns out every year there is a massive catalogue published with all of the local businesses in from my county from A to Z. Each business has different kinds of details in there, some of their email, some of their contacts, some of their telephone number, and I was given the job to transfer all of that into one massive Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. Bearing in mind that many other work experience students before me had tried this task and they were only up to the letter C. And that was quite tough for me because I do not like leaving tasks unfinished. But if there was a missing thing, like they had their website but not a contact number, I then had to go to their website and find the contact number and the telephone number and put it in the spreadsheet as well. So it wasn't just as simple as copying, it also took a bit of effort. And like, what? Why effort in work experience? That's not cool. But at 4 PM, bearing in mind I finished at 5, on the last day, I got through the last business. So all these other students managed to collaboratively get up to the letter C. I did all the rest in the 8 days that I was there. Bearing in mind it was about 8 hours a day, so that's why I managed to do that. So that's literally what I spent doing for a week and a half. Real fun times. Although I am grateful for my work experience because it showed me what I definitely do not want to do. I feel like a lot of students find that with their work experience. They find that they either really love it or they really hate it, and they know that it's something they want to steer well away from. So if I can help it, I'll try not to sit in an office all day at work and do the same thing over and over again. That's why this would be a perfect job. I have creative freedom. I can do whatever I want right now. So all in all, my work experience wasn't actually that interesting. Hopefully this video went quite well though. Sorry about that. Either way, I'm gonna ask you now, because I love the amount of comments you guys are leaving. This community has gotten stronger by the day. It's amazing how many of you are interacting with each other in the comments and how many of you are commenting, and it really warms my heart. So leave a comment down below if you've ever done work experience and let me know how it went. Where did you go? What did you do? And was it what you expected it to be? Because mine kind of was and kind of wasn't. It was just as boring as I expected it to be, that's for sure. So yeah, anyway, let me know about that in the comments, and if you did enjoy this video, then be sure to smack that like button, and as always, I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye guys!